Square Mile Jobs is a new programme in the City of London, funded by the City of London Corporation and London Councils. The aim of the programme is to help unemployed people in the boroughs of Hackney, Tower Hamlets, Camden, Islington, Lambeth and Southwark into jobs in the city. Prospects in the City are delivering this programme, Square Mile Jobs, and we aim to work with 100 people over the 2 years and help at least 30 of those people get into jobs in the city, and a further 30 people to get into some kind of relevant training that will improve their opportunities of getting jobs in the city. Today we've held our first city walk. We've had 6 really good candidates who have come into the city and spent time walking around some of the famous landmarks, visiting some of the famous institutions and businesses, and then this afternoon they've had some mentoring with one of our city employers. It's been a great day, and you're going to hear some of the feedback from the participants now.
I'd like to work in a city because it's such a fast-paced area. You're always on the go, you're meeting different people. It's very diverse and unique in its own region.
I love to be a trader. I've done a bit of research on it and I feel like that would suit me best. And it's also, like I said, be on the forefront of activity and the competitive side of things. I think that suits my personality the most.
Well, I hope to get a feel of working in the city, of the city life, basically, should I say. The whole city life, the whole, to see what it actually is. Not just to be working in there, but actually to be in the city, doing whatever you're doing in the city. So meeting people, talking to people, getting insight about what employers are looking for as well. Because at the end of the day, I can have an opinion of what an employer is looking for, but I will get a better understanding when it comes from an employer.
So far, I love the history. I think the 2 places we've been to, the Monument and the Guildhall, it's been quite interesting to see the history of the actual trading centre and where everything started. And that's what I've loved to learn. I like to learn the background of where I'm going to go into. Hopefully that will come good when I need it.
I think there are a few barriers in terms of maybe lack of work experience, which is what I've been facing anyway.
The barriers of employment in general are usually what the expectations of the company want, and it's just identifying and being able to know this. So having supporters that help you discover the kind of barriers and discover the kind of skills and techniques that the companies want, it's definitely ideal.
Okay, I mean, one of the biggest barriers at the moment is there's a lot of people out of work who are quite skilled, so they've been made redundant and things like that, and ultimately with these people, if you're someone that's new looking for a job, you're coming up against these kind of people. So one of the key things I think for people is that what most employers are looking for nowadays is people to have something that makes them stand out rather than just academics. So things like vocational stuff, ultimately, that makes someone think, this person actually does want to. I mean, it can be a variety of things. It can be things like obviously doing courses, which is something we do, but it can also be like things like, if you're quite entrepreneurial in nature and you're kind of doing things outside the box where you're helping the local community, things like that. Even that helps a lot, because for an employer, when you come in, what you don't want is someone that's just going to come in, pretty much do the job and that's it. You want someone that's going to come in and have ideas
bring
something extra. If you think about it a different way, that if for every role that happens in kind of banking and things like that, you've normally got like 500 or 600 applicants for one position, and that makes it very tough for someone that's a newbie to get in. And it's like little things like, if you come in and you know about the company when you get invited for an interview, or alternatively in your CV or cover letter you write about the company, and not just something where you've changed the name of the company
Yeah.
from another letter. You're actually writing specifically about things. It makes you think, actually, let's meet this person, because they seem like they've actually got more of a passion to do this with us, rather than they're just sending their CV and job letter out to like 50 people, and that makes a difference ultimately, I think, because you know the worst thing anyone wants to do is interview someone and waste an hour of their time for someone that's not suitable. So you're not going to invite them in for interview, really. So it's all about trying to make yourself stand out, and you know, that can be done in a number of ways. But as I say, researching the company and writing about it, and also extra things that you've done that are relevant to the role you're applying for. So if it is trading, then you could say I've done a trading course, or you could say I've traded myself on a demo account. You know, things like that will help people get noticed, because it makes it look like you have an interest. If it's something like accountancy, you know, if you can say, well, you know, I do my dad's accounts or something. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it makes it look like you have an interest in the thing. Yeah.
Today was fantastic. I learned a lot about trading and insurance, and it's given me some direction as in what I would like to go into. My background is in health sciences, but I want to branch out of that and be able to work in the corporate world and in the city.
I feel like speaking to the City Trader was very good, as he was good to get some real life experience about, you know, what it's about, what the city's about, and I feel like now I'm better equipped to be able to go into the city and know exactly where I want to go and what steps to take next. So I'm looking forward to my next few steps in the next couple of months.